What's going on, guys? It's Carter and welcome to my channel. Somehow I've become known for men's fashion here on YouTube. And while that is the coolest thing ever, I'm also just a normal 24-year-old guy who finds so many different things interesting beyond the realm of fashion. Enter this new series that I am loosely titling Cool Things I Found This Month or Things I Found Cool March Edition. It's a working title. The goal of this new series is really just to kind of show off new things that I found interesting over the past month. Now, there's really no balance to this. It could be things such as the newest tech gear that I found, a brand new everyday carry item, or even just a book that I'm really reading right now that I really like. So it could be a number of different things, but I just thought it might be really cool to have a monthly series where I am able to share what I've learned throughout the month and things that I found interesting that maybe you might find some interest in as well. Without further ado, let's jump into it with the very first cool thing that I found this month. All right, kicking it off with number one, we have my brand new laptop. So I actually ended up purchasing the brand new M1 Macbook Air. Now, this thing is an absolute powerhouse. For $1,000, I can edit all my videos on here. I can get all my work done. This thing can handle anything that I throw at it. And like I said, it's $1,000. So this is my daily driver for absolutely everything. I use it for video editing. I use it for work. I use it for play. I use it for everything, and it can handle anything and everything that I throw at it. Now, to go along with it, you don't want to just have your MacBook rolling around in your backpack or your bag or wherever you have it. You need to protect it. And the way to do that is with a case. So this right here is a little leather MacBook Air sleeve. Now, I am going through a huge leather phase. I am buying absolutely anything and everything that I can in leather. I think leather is so cool. I think it's awesome and it looks great. And so I actually found this case from a company called Comfyable. This on Amazon was like 25 bucks, maybe a little bit more expensive than that. And I actually found it off of another YouTube video. And let me tell you, it's synthetic leather, but the quality on here is unmatched. At 25 or 30 bucks, you are saving an absolute bundle over pretty much any of the other competitors. And this is just as nice, if not nicer, for 30 bucks on Amazon. Next up, we have my everyday carry knife. Now, I've gotten really into everyday carry stuff over the past couple of months. I've been building out my everyday carry, making sure that I have absolutely everything on me that I could ever need. And to go with it, I think it's very important that every guy have a good knife. Now, this right here is the Civivi Baklash. Civivi makes fantastic knives. They're known for their actions, so they're known for it being very smooth when you flick it open. And for somebody that's got crazy ADHD like I do, having something that's very fidget friendly was high up on my list. And so I ended up going with the Civivi Baklash. Now, the reason I absolutely adore this knife, number one, the action. It feels so good to just flip it out like that. And it's very sharp, it's very tactile in the hand. There's so many different reasons I love it. But number one, I can just sit there and flick it out, and it's very fidgetable. It's a very good feeling when it opens. It just feels nice in the hand. And so I absolutely love this knife. Another reason why I like it is I was able to get it in the carbon fiber finish. So it's matte black everywhere. There's not a single piece of silver on it except for on the actual Civivi logo right there. This knife has been absolutely fantastic for me. I have used it in a number of different occasions, and this is good enough for my everyday carry. For some people, it might be a little bit large, but for me, it absolutely does the trick, and I'm a huge fan of this knife. One final reason that I really like it is it has a deep carry clip. So this slides over your pocket, and your pocket will go all the way up to here, meaning that the entire knife pretty much is hidden in your pocket. So the deep carry clip is another reason I love this, another reason I can run this as my everyday carry knife. Next up is something that you might not have noticed because it is hiding underneath my brand new hoodie from Cuts, and that would be my new bracelet. Now, I have never been much of a bracelet guy. I occasionally wear watches. I'm actually getting really into watches, and you will probably see a watch next month, but I just usually am not the type of guy to rock a bracelet. However, This thing is sick. This bracelet is the Nipsey bracelet by Manssion. Manssion was kind enough to send me this bracelet to do a review on in the future, and they did not ask me to include it in this video, but I like it so much that I decided it would be a good idea to include it. Because I've been wearing this bracelet every single day for the past week, and let me tell you, this is a high quality bracelet that I think looks good with pretty much any outfit. I prefer to dress more understated. That's why I'm a huge fan of Cuts and Essentials and all of those staple brands that really you can wear with a wide variety of outfits, and it's more of a staple. And so when Manssion sent me this bracelet and I opened it, I was absolutely blown away by the number one, the quality, but number two, just how understated it is and how great it looks. So I absolutely love the black on black on this. I think it looks absolutely super tough, and it goes great with all of my Cuts outfits. So I can wear it pretty much every day because, to be quite honest with you, I wear Cuts shirts pretty much every single day, aka the brand new Friday Projects hoodie from Cuts. Not a sponsor yet, but all in all, absolutely love this bracelet. It's so high quality. I think it looks so tough. The black on black is amazing, and be on the lookout for a review on this next week, because Manssion did send this for me to review, and I will give an honest review and opinion on it next week. Next up on the list is something that I deem an absolute necessity if you're into adventure and traveling and cinematography, and that is the DJI Mavic Mini. Now, this drone has been absolutely amazing and one of the best purchases I've ever made for a couple of reasons. Number one would be the size. You can see how small this drone is compared to me. This thing is tiny. It is small enough for me to throw it in my pocket and be able to take this with me wherever I go and get some awesome drone footage. Now you do have to bring the controller with you, but once again, it's a smaller controller as well, and it allows you to pretty much take this with you wherever you go. So having something you can just throw in your pocket and go for a hike and then take some awesome drone footage is really a great tool to have with you at all times. One thing that really annoyed me about this is I actually bought it about a month before they released the Mavic Mini 2, and this thing shoots up to 2.7K 30 FPS. The Mavic Mini 2 actually shoots in 4K 30 FPS, so, and it's the exact same price. So I spent $400 on this when if I'd waited a month, I could have gotten one that shot in 4K. But besides that, this thing is absolutely amazing, and it allows me to get some really sick drone footage, kind of like this. So as you can see, this thing takes some pretty spectacular footage for such a small drone. Now, another reason why I love it absolutely so much is it is 1 gram under the legal limit for where you have to register yourself as a drone pilot. So it's just light enough to the point where you can fly this and not have to take a course on how to pilot a drone and things like that. So this is very beginner friendly and perfect for the person that's into adventuring and traveling and doesn't want to lug a massive case around with them the entire time because they have a big drone. This thing does the job. Now, everything in this series is not always going to be a cool tech gadget or some new everyday carry knife or something like that. Sometimes it's going to be as simple as a really good book. Now, this book is Originals. It's by Adam Grant, and it is basically the power of original thinking. Now, the reason that I absolutely love this book is because it really does a deep dive into the minds of some of the world's most successful and influential people, and those that really have original ideas that impact the world. And it doesn't just study them, but it also gives tips and ideas for people that are original thinkers and really helps those people to succeed in life, because it's not always the easiest thing to do to be an original thinker. In most cases, it's actually the hardest thing to do, is to go against the grain and really be that original person and stand up for what you believe in and go kind of be a contrarian in this world. So this does a great job of explaining some of the ways that you can do that and how you can be successful in your life, in your relationships, in your career, and in many different aspects. This does a fantastic job of walking you through that and how to have original ideas without having a miserable life. So absolutely love this book. I just finished it last week, and yeah, I highly recommend you pick this up. All right, last up on the list is something that goes actually hand in hand with the book that I just showed you, and that would be a leather-backed journal. Now, I've never really been the type of guy that's going to be writing in a journal or writing things down. That's just not who I normally am. But what I quickly realized as I've gotten more into reading recently is that I read all these books and I absorb all this information. It sticks with me for a little while. But after a bit, I kind of forget it and I just go about living my daily life without remembering all the great things that I read. So in order to help me retain some of that information, I've really got into writing it down in a journal. So whenever I'm reading, I always have this by my side, and if something really sticks out to me, I'll crack this open and I'll write in it, and that way I will never forget it and I can easily reference it later when I'm trying to figure out a problem, or when I'm just interested in learning about things that I've previously read and maybe forgot about. So this is actually a leatherback journal by Beechmore Books, London, I believe. I picked it up on Amazon. I think it was around between 20 and 30 bucks. I'll have a link in the description below, just like everything else. But I absolutely love this, and in tandem with everything else that I'm into right now, this is leather. And so I absolutely love it. It matches my current aesthetic, and the pages are nice. It's really, really high quality. You can see it's got whatever this thing is that locks things in there, and yeah, I'm just a huge fan of it. So it's not very exciting, but it's not supposed to be exciting. The exciting stuff is supposed to be what you fill the pages with. And that's what I'm looking forward to doing as I continue to read more and more books down the road. So if you made it through to the end, thank you so much for the support, and thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if this is the type of video that you actually enjoy watching and that you'd like to see more of. I have so many cool things and so many cool ideas that I would love to share with you guys, that I kind of had to hold back on this episode because this could have gone for like 3 hours of cool things that I'm interested in. I'm interested in things from archery to whiskey to cigars to watches, like so many different things, and I have a lot of really cool things that I've researched and purchased and have great reviews on, and so I'd love to share those things with you guys in the future if it's something that you would like. So please let me know if you'd like to see more of these videos. If you liked anything, all the links will be in the description below. I don't think any of them will be affiliate links. Honestly, I don't even know how to do that. But if you'd like to pick something up, I'll link it in the description so you can go there and check it out for yourself. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for hanging to the end, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Thank you. Peace.